A new era of Grayson County Lady Cougar softball begins tonight as the Grayson County Lady Cougars open the 2022 season at home against arch rival Breckinridge County. The Lady Cougars last season had a new coach for 1 year, but now a familiar face makes the return home. One of the state's all-time winningest coach, Penny Reese, makes the return to Litchfield and coaches her first game as the coach of the Orange and Blue. And a good evening here and welcome to the Lady Cougar softball complex for the opening game of the 2022 regular season. Sam Gormley with you tonight. We appreciate you taking the time to tune into tonight's maiden voyage of the 2022 spring sports season, as we've got a pair of games this week, a pair of games next week before getting you rolling into the next couple of weeks of spring sports action. Coming up on our pregame show, we're going to introduce you to both teams, talk to we're going to just get you ready for this, give you the starting lineups, and have all the play-by-play as that comes up right here via K105 Digital Productions. Welcome back here to the Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are looking to open the 2022 regular season at home against the Breckinridge County Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers have already played 3 games on this young season. So they're 0-3 in those games. They hosted Bullitt East last week, losing that one 13-4. And then on Saturday at Owensboro Catholic, lost a pair of close contests, 6-4 to Christian County and 4-3 to the host, Lady Aces of Owensboro Catholic. Players you'll need to know tonight for Breckinridge County and the Lady Tigers include Olivia Dennis. She leads the team right now with 5 hits on the year. Morgan Tabor, 571 average and a home run. Hannah Carter has only 2 hits this season, but both of them were via the long ball. So she has pop in her bat should the Lady Cougars pitching is going to have to keep an eye on her when she comes up to bat. Lady Tigers, again, with that record of 0-3. They also have a new head coach. Dustin White is in his first season, replacing Brad Hockenberry, who was coach for the previous couple of seasons. Lady Cougars last season, it was a rebuilding year, I think is the best way to describe it. And this year is going to be the year that I think you're going to start to see some slow steps forward under the new head coach, Penny Reese, for this Grayson County Lady Cougar softball program. As it is a very nice night here for softball. It looks like they're getting ready for the national anthem. I'm not sure if they're waiting a few more moments to play it, or I think there they go. I think they're going to do the lineups first. As I see here that they're talking it over to see what it is, and we're kind of producing on the fly here tonight for this Grayson County Lady Cougar softball contest. What we'll do is we'll take a quick break and have the starting lineups after this. This is a Lady Cougar softball on K105. Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars are getting ready to take on Breckinridge County in a region matchup. It's a season opener for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. And so let's bring you the starting lineups for both teams. First for the Lady Tigers of Breckinridge County, coached by Dustin White. Leadoff hitter and right fielder is Skylar Henderson. Batting second and playing center field is Chloe Peterson. Batting third and catching is Morgan Tabor. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter, is the third baseman Hannah Carter. Batting fifth is the first baseman Olivia Dennis. Batting sixth and playing left field is Darian Flood. Batting seventh, the designated player, is Hadley Bowman. The eight-hole hitter is the pitcher Ashlyn White, and Raylan Atkinson is the shortstop hitting in the nine-hole. Your designated player in the field tonight is Abby Dupin. She'll be at second base. Once more, that starting lineup for Breckinridge County. Henderson in right, Peterson in center. Tabor will be behind the plate. Carter at third, Dennis at first. Flood, the left fielder. Bowman is the designated player, with Dupin playing in her spot at second base. White is the pitcher and Atkinson is the shortstop. And now the starting lineup for the Grayson County Lady Cougars, opening their season here tonight. Addie Bradsher leads off and plays third base. Batting second, the shortstop, Shelby Davis. Batting third, the first baseman is Audrey Killian. The cleanup hitter and catching is Hannah Franklin. Batting fifth at second base is Maddie Schultz. Batting sixth, the designated player, is Madeline Henning. Batting seventh in left field is Cassidy Chaffins. Batting eighth in right field is Ella Gibson. And rounding out the order and batting ninth and playing center field is Kayla Tubb. Mallory Lindsay will be the designated player. She'll be the starting pitcher tonight for the Lady Cougars. Once more, that starting lineup is Bradsher at third, Davis at short, Killian at first, Franklin behind the plate, Schultz at second. Henning is the designated player for Lindsay. Chaffins, Gibson, and Tubb rounds out the starting lineup for Grayson County. Your coaching matchup tonight, of course, for Grayson County, Penny Reese making her return to Grayson County, where she went to school. A long career. The record speaks for herself. 3 state titles, while the head coach of Greenwood High School also spent a few years as the head coach at Meade County High School. She is one of the top coaches in the, not only just in this area, not only just in the state right now, but in the history of the state of Kentucky for softball. It should be very exciting to see how this is going to go about. We'll take a break. They'll have the national anthem and all the play-by-plays next here on K105. Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where we're about ready to get the 2022 regular season underway. As tonight's broadcast is presented by NCTC, powered by Warren RECC. Find out more at fiberforgrayson.com. As we're getting close to getting underway, once more your starting lineup for Breckinridge County: Skylar Henderson, Chloe Peterson, Morgan Tabor, Hannah Carter, Olivia Dennis, Darian Flood, Hadley Bowman, Ashlyn White and Raylan Adkison. Your starting pitcher for Grayson County is going to be Mallory Lindsay. She had 15 starts last season, pitching 86 innings. She led the team in appearances and in innings during her sophomore season. Defensively for the Lady Cougars in the outfield, going from left to right, Cassidy Chaffins, Kayla Tubb, and Ella Gibson. Around the horn, starting with the third baseman, Addie Bradsher. Shelby Davis at short, Maddie Schultz at second. Audrey Killian will be the first baseman. The battery behind the plate is Hannah Franklin. Again, your starting pitcher, Mallory Lindsay. Coaching matchup one more time, Dustin White for Breckinridge County. He's in his first season. Penny Reese, the head coach for Grayson County, in her first season as the head coach of the Lady Cougars. But a record that speaks for itself for Coach Reese. 3 state championships while at Greenwood High School down in the Bowling Green area. Appears that we're about ready to go as it's time for softball in Litchfield for the first time in 2022. It's good to be back. It is a good night for softball. It's a little chilly, but nothing too bad at all. And a temperature hovering around the 60-degree mark. Looking out at the flag and straightaway center field. Looks like a very light breeze blowing. I guess if anything, you'd say it was kind of out to left center. The leadoff hitter is going to be Skylar Henderson for Breckinridge County. Henderson this season 3 for 9 with a run batted in and 2 doubles. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss, and the 2022 regular season is underway here tonight from the Grayson County Lady Cougar softball complex. It's good to see just an early strike. Sometimes that's just the best thing that you can do for a pitcher to get your momentum going. Called strike at the knees. The second pitch there from Mallory Lindsay, and Lindsay's ahead in the count here at no balls and 2 strikes. Lindsay wipes her hand on her right hip, winds and fires, and it's a little blooper off to the left side. Bradsher's got it for the first out of the inning. Bradsher did a nice job angling over to her right side to grab that one in foul territory, and the first batter is retired tonight. It'll be Chloe Peterson now to hit for Breckinridge County. She's 2 for 10 on this young season with 1 walk. The line in the pitch is a fly ball hit back into shallow left field. Running in to grab it and going down to a knee to get it is Cassidy Chaffins. That's the second out of the inning. It's a nice job there by Chaffins just to read it. She went down to the knee and grabbed it. Morgan Tabor will now hit for Breckinridge County. Tabor this season 4 of 7. She does have a home run. Leads the team with 5 walks as well. Mallory Lindsay trying to get out of this first inning with no damage. There's a cold strike on the outside corner. Really nice pitch from Lindsay, and she's peppering the strike zone early on here tonight in early coverage. Looks in for the sign. The wind of the pitch is a line drive hit back into deep left field, and that ball is gone. Home run, Morgan Tabor. A line drive screamer that finds over the fence. The left fielder, Cassidy Chaffins, all she could do was look up and watch that one fly. And Breckinridge County has an early 1-0 lead on the home run by Morgan Tabor, her second on the young season. This is a big moment here for Mallory Lindsay. As you had 2 outs. You gave up the home run. It's kind of one of these things, it's like, okay, the home run happened. There's nothing you can do to go grab the ball and bring it back and take that run back. You just got to make sure that you can shake that off, and there's a pitch that bounces in the dirt to Hannah Carter, who steps in for her first at bat. Carter this season 2 of 9, but both of her hits this year have been over the fence for home runs. She also has 3 runs batted in. The 1-0 coming here to Carter is a line drive hit into left center field. Tubb looks up, and that's gone. Back-to-back home runs for Breckinridge County. And now you can say that Hannah Carter has had 3 hits this season, and all 3 of them have been via the long ball. Breckinridge County leads 2-0. Lapped that one right over the center of the plate, and the freshman Hannah Carter said, well, thank you very much. There'll be Olivia Dennis now to hit. She's 5 for 9 with a run batted in and 2 walks this season. She's been getting on the base at a high level. Pitch bounces on the inside corner for ball 1 from Mallory Lindsay. Lindsay retired the first 2 batters relatively easy on only 4 pitches, but since that point, Breckinridge County has had back-to-back home runs. The 1-0 coming from Mallory Lindsay is a high pitch rip foul down the left field line. She turned on the high and inside heat from Lindsay, and that was almost danger there for Grayson County, as it was a screamer, and that would have gone all the way to the wall and probably would have been 2 bases for Olivia Dennis. The first baseman Dennis now has, here comes the 1-1 pitch from Mallory Lindsay. That one's fouled off to the right side, out of play. Lindsay's now ahead in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. As the wind, as we mentioned in the open, is blowing out ever so slightly to left center field, but I don't think the wind had any factor on the 2 home runs that Breckinridge County has hit in this inning, as both of them were no doubters. The 1-2 coming from Mallory Lindsay is a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. And it goes through the legs of the center fielder, Top, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. Rounding first and going into second, standing up, is going to be Olivia Dennis. And the base hit in the air is going to put a runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 2, Flood.
Darian Flood, the senior, will now step in for Breckinridge County. She's 2 for 10 this season. It is 2-0 Lady Tigers. They've had 2 first-inning home runs. There's a swing and a pitch low for strike 1. And Anna Franklin does a nice job keeping that ball in front of her. Franklin having to replace a very good softball player in Autumn Riggs, who went on to play college softball at Brescia from last season. And it's a big bat that Grayson County is going to have to look to replace as well. The 0-1 to Flood is a little high and outside, and that'll move the count here to 1 ball and 1 strike. Dustin White talking to Flood, giving her some numbers. That's kind of what they're doing instead of necessarily signs. They've been using numbers instead, as there's a little changeup on the inside corner that runs a little bit too far into the batter's box, and that'll go ball. And Lindsay has fallen behind in the count here, 2 balls and 1 strike. Grayson County got the first 2 outs of this inning. Since that point, Breckinridge County has answered with a pair of home runs. Ground ball to the third baseman, Bratcher. She picked, she fires, and that is the inning. Breckinridge County puts 2 runners around via the home run ball, and through the top half of the inning, it is the Lady Tigers 2, and the Lady Cougs are coming up. This is Lady Cougar Softball on K105 Digital Productions. Breckinridge County strikes first. They lead this one 2-0 as we head into the bottom of the first inning. For Grayson County, it'll be Addie Bratcher to lead off. Bratcher last season for the Lady Cougars hit .370 with 11 runs batted in, 3 doubles, a triple, and led the team with 16 steals. Bratcher expected to fill a void definitely on this offense. Your defensive alignment for Breckinridge County: Flood in left, Peterson in center, Henderson in right. Around the horn, Carter at third, Atkinson at short, Dupin at second. Dennis is the first baseman, Tabor the catcher, and the starting pitcher tonight is going to be Ashlyn White. She's had 3 games. It's her second start, .271 ERA, 6 walks, 5 strikeouts, and a little over 10 innings of work. And the first pitch is a pop-off to the left side. The third baseman corrals over Carter. That's 1 pitch, 1 out. Identical start for both these teams, as Breckinridge County's leadoff hitter also popped out to the third baseman. It'll now be Shelby Davis, the shortstop. Davis steps in, looks for the pitch, and it's ripped down line. Let's just hear and see if our audio is back. We apologize for some of the technical difficulties. We believe we have them fixed now. As the runner Davis, as there's a swing and a miss, is at third base. Could have been worse timing as she lined one down the third base line and ended up getting into second, then advancing to third on the ground out to the pitchers. There's 2 outs. It's 1-1 to Hannah Franklin. The pitch is a swing and a miss at an outside pitch. And that'll move the count here to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Davis stands at third base. So Lady Cougars trail 2-0 in this game. The pitch coming from Ashlyn White is a swing and a miss. And Franklin goes down on strikes, and that is the inning. Through 1 full, it's 2-0 Breck over Grayson. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where it's 2-0. Breckinridge County leads Grayson County as the Lady Tigers had 2 first-inning home runs. Grayson County left a runner at third base in their first at-bat. To lead off for Breckinridge County, it's going to be the junior Hadley Bowman. Bowman is the designated hitter tonight for Breckinridge County. Mallory Lindsay out for inning number 2 of work as well for Grayson.
Breckinridge County in the top of the 2nd inning. Number 30, Bowman.
Bowman this season 3 for 8 with a walk in Breckinridge County's first 3 games of the season. Winding the pitch for Mallory Lindsay is low and inside for ball one. Breck County had a pair of home runs back-to-back from Tabor and Carter to give us our scoring right now at 2-0. The line of the pitch from Lindsay is a line drive over the head of the second baseman Schultz, and that's going to go all the way to the wall. Tubbs going to pick it up on a bounce, and that's going to be a stand-up leadoff double from Hadley Bowman. As Maddie Schultz would have had to have been about 10 feet tall to grab that one. She put an effort in, but it was over her head. Now in to hit for Breckinridge County is the pitcher Ashlyn White. She's going to try and help herself out and add some runs to the Lady Tigers' lead.
Now batting, number 6, White.
As here comes the pitch is another line drive. This time it's into left field. It'll be caught on a bounce by Chaffins. And you're going to have runners on the corners now with nobody else in this game. Mallory Lindsay started very well for Grayson County, retiring the first two batters. And looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner here. As a courtesy runner is going to be number 4, Mitchum.
Courtesy runner, number 4, Mitchum. Now batting for Breckinridge County, number 11,
The
Atkinson.
lineup now heads towards Raylan Atkinson. Atkinson this season 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. She shows bunt, pitches high and outside, and they're going to let the bag be taken by Mitchum down at second. She was off and running no matter what, as Grayson County came in to try and stop the play, but now Breckinridge County has runners at second and third with nobody out here in the top of the second. The pitch outside for ball 2. Got some encouraging words coming from the Grayson County Lady Cougar dugout. Just saying, hey, you've got this. Take a deep breath. You can do it. The wind and the pitch is a pop-up straight up in the infield. Bratcher comes in and gets it for the first out of the inning. That one was hit straight up into the air for out number 1 here in the top of the second inning. Lineup now flips over and goes back to the top of the order for Skylar Henderson. Henderson is the right fielder, the sophomore. She popped out to Bratcher on the left side in her first at-bats. 1 down here in the top of the second. First pitch is high for ball 1. Got a runner on second and third. The wind in the pitch here is a little dribbler to the first baseman, Killian. She's going to take the easy out at first, but a run will score. And Breckinridge County leads 3-0. Mitchum did advance to third base as well on that one. That's also the second out of the inning, and now hitting is going to be Chloe Peterson. Peterson also a very good soccer player. She scored 16 goals, their second leading scorer for the Lady Tiger soccer team, and she lines one into left field. Coming in, Chaffins makes the play for the final out of the inning. Great play by Cassidy Chaffins to end the rally for Breckinridge County. Through 1.5, it is Breckinridge County 3, Grayson County 0. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. We head to the bottom of the second inning Ashlyn White in for her second inning of work, and it'll be Maddie Schultz to lead off for Grayson County. Schultz this season, or last season rather, had a pair of RBIs. Lady Cougars trail 3-0 here in the bottom half of the second inning. Breckinridge County has scored in each of their first 2 at-bats. There's a pitch low that bounces in the dirt for ball 1 from Ashlyn White. It's one of these things that Grayson County just needs to get a few runners on base, slow and steady. You're down 3-0. That is not an insurmountable comeback by any means. Outside, just fouling that one off, is Maddie Schultz. Our first, what would be the word that I say, flinch from it hitting the net. Sure, we're stationed here behind the plate, and I'm sure there will be a moment where it's going to come back here and we will flinch as well. The pitch is a little blooper to the second baseman, Dupin, who will grab it for the first out of the inning. Now hitting is going to be Madeline Henning, the designated hitter.
The designated player, number 20, Madeline Henning.
Henning had a pair of hits last season for Grayson County. Here comes the pitch from Ashlyn White. Swing and a miss at a pitch low and outside. Henning stares down at her head coach, Penny Reese, who has her eyes towards the defensive alignment of Breckinridge County, which appears to be pretty straight up. Swing and a miss from Henning. That one went right past her. And Henning has fallen behind in the count here at 0 balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes here to Madeline Henning. The wind of the pitch is right back up the middle into the hands of the pitcher, White. That's the second out of the inning. This County's making contact. The issue is that they're hitting it right at the Lady Tigers. Now batting is going to be Cassidy Chaffins. Chaffins hit .214 last season with 3 runs batted in. Here comes the pitch from Chaffins. Swing and a miss. White's doing a nice job finding the strike zone. She's thrown 16 pitches, 18 of which have been for a strike. She's been very efficient in this game. And there's a foul tip into the glove of Chaffins. And Chaffins has fallen behind in the count here, 0 balls and 2 strikes. Ashlyn White stares into the dugout to Dustin White, who delivers the pitch call here. The 0-2. Outside, 4-1. Chaffins did a nice job watching that one go by. The 1-2 is a little change-up that Chaffins swings over top up. Through 2 full, it is Breckinridge County 3, Grayson County 0. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. We head to the top of the third inning. Breckinridge County leads 3-0. Sam Gormley with you on the call. Here tonight from Grayson County High School is an overcast night, but feels nice out of this. Look down here. It says temperature hovering around 66 degrees, very light 6-mile-per-hour winds. And right now, as I look out, the flag that was moving earlier in the game, if it's moving just a little bit out in straightaway center field. Leading off the third inning is going to be Morgan Tabor. Tabor is committed to play softball at Center College, Center Division III school in Danville, Kentucky. Tabor in her last at bat, just hit a bomb of a home run into deep left field. Mallory Lindsay in for inning number 3 of work. She did a nice job working out of a jam in the last inning. The pitch, called, strike at the knees to Tabor. Lindsay ahead in the count here at 0 balls and 1 strike to one of Breckinridge County's best hitters, Morgan Tabor. The wind in the pitch will change up, just misses on the inside corner. And that'll move the count here to 1 ball and 1 strike. Tabor's home run in the first inning was her second of the season. Pitch just misses high and outside, and Lindsay's now fallen behind in the count here at 0 balls, or rather at 2 balls and 1 strike. Looks into the dugout. The wind in the pitch. Called, strike on the inside corner. She just got enough of that one. And that'll even up the count here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The break even coming here from Mallory Lindsay. The wind in the pitch is lined into left field. That is going to be a fair ball, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. Going into second base, standing up is Tabor. That's where she's going to stay, as she had thoughts of third as she hit the corner, but her head coach, Dustin White, held up the stop sign, but that is a leadoff double from Morgan Tabor.
Now batting, number 3, Carter.
Hannah Carter will now step in. She also homered in the first inning, and she has 3 hits this season, all of them long balls. Pitch bounces on the inside corner, off and running is Tabor. Franklin's not going to be able to get up there in time. And the wild pitch allows for Tabor to advance. Tabor now stands at third base, trying to add to the 3-0 lead for Breckinridge County. The 1-0 coming from Mallory Lindsay. Bounces in, gets past Franklin. She does a nice job, though, making sure that one didn't get any further away. Tabor was a little stutter step. You could tell she was thinking of breaking for home, but ball did not get far enough away. Here comes the 2-0 for Mallory Lindsay. Is fouled off. It's a little dribbler, rather, in front of the plate, and that's going to be no play. At first, I thought that might have hit the plate, but it bounces into fair territory, and that is now runners on the corners with nobody out. It was really a smart play, though, by Mallory Lindsay just to eat that ball.
Number 5, Dennis.
It'll be Olivia Dennis now to hit for Breckinridge County. She is also 1 for 1 in this contest with a hard base hit right back up the middle. She shows bunt, pulls back. Runner Carter will advance to second. And it was a ball called on that play. So Carter advances to third, or to second. You got runners on second and third with nobody out. The pitch is a ground ball into left field. 1 run is going to score. They're going to hold the runner at third base. It's a wild throw. Franklin's going to have to go in and grab it. But there on top of it is Mallory Lindsay, and Breckinridge County now leads this one 4-0.
Now batting for Breckinridge County.
On the backside, Dennis did advance to second base on the throw. You have 2 runners in scoring position with still nobody out here in the top of the third inning. And it'll be Darian Flood in to hit for the Lady Tigers. Flood, in her first at bat, grounded out to the third baseman, Bratcher. The pitch is a little eephus pitch that misses on the outside corner for ball one. I already know that pitch right there, as Penny Reese is going to call time, and she's going to slowly walk out and talk, and looks like we might have a new pitcher into the game. Looks like Josie Sims, I believe that is who is going to come in. It is going to be Josie Sims in for her first appearance of the young season. We'll take a step aside, take a quick break, and have a little bit more after this. This is Lady Cougar Softball on K105.
Pitcher for Grayson County.
Josie Sims is a new pitcher for Grayson County. The sophomore coming in here, and she is in a dangerous position. Carter is the runner at third base for Breckinridge County. Dennis is the runner at second, as the Lady Tigers have already plated 1 run in the inning. It'll be Darian Flood. 1 ball, no strikes to Flood. See what Josie Sims can do as she looks in at the head coach, Penny Reese, to get the call. The line in the pitch is a bunt that'll go foul down the third base line. As that one could not have probably been rolled out there any better by Darian Flood. The 1-1 bounces inside, and that will be ball 2 as Sims tried to catch Flood napping there. And that's one of those pitches that I already know that if I was a softball player, that pitcher could throw that every single time, and I would strike out every single time. As there's a ground ball to the shortstop. She'll throw across the diamond for the out. It's bobbled, and are they going to say that she completed the catch? They say that she did, so she is out before the bobble by Killian, but a run does score.
Number 30, Bowman.
So Davis throws across. Carter does score. The runner stays at second, though, as Davis did a nice job just looking her back to make sure that she didn't advance. It'll be Bowman now to step in. That pitch is behind the runner. It's going to go all the way and bounce around the backstop. Taking a hard turn around third is Dennis. She's going to stay right there, though. She'll advance to third on the wild pitch from Sims. 5-0, Breckinridge County leads. The pitch outside, and she's falling behind here. 2 balls and no strikes. Lady Cougars just trying to find some consistent pitching this season. The 2-0 is high, and that's that little eephus that I would have tried to hit to the Cougar football locker room out in straightaway center field, and I'd have swung right over the top of it. I'd have swung at that one every single time. If I'd have made a contact, I probably could have hit it to the locker room, but there's a chance I wouldn't. There's a cold strike right down Broadway for strike 1 there, and it's a good old 3-0 pitch that almost always going to be called for a strike if it's even remotely close. The 3-1 inside gets past the catcher Franklin. It's a walk Franklin's able to grab it to make sure that nothing more happens. And you'll now have runners on the corners with 1 out.
Now batting, number 6, White.
It'll be White now to hit. The pitcher trying to help herself. She is 1 for 1 in this game. And she first pitch swinging right up the middle. It's off the glove of Sims, off the glove of Davis at short, and goes into left field, and that's going to score a run. You have a courtesy runner in for the pitcher, White.
Now batting, number 11, Atkinson.
And it'll be Raylan Atkinson in now to hit. You have runners on first and second. She popped out to Brancher, the third baseman, in her last at bat. Pitch is a slow ground ball to the shortstop, Davis. She'll put the tag on, and that is all she's going to get. Fielder's choice there goes 6 unassisted by Davis, the shortstop.
Now batting, number 12, Henderson.
And now Skylar Henderson will try to keep the inning alive. Henderson 0 for 2 in this game. Grounded out to first and popped out in foul territory. The lefty, the pitch, called, strike at the knees. The 0-1 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Davis. She goes down to her knee to grab it, takes the short route to third, and that's the inning. The end of the top of the third, it is Breckinridge County 6, Grayson County nothing. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. It's 6-0. Breck County leads Grayson County as we head to the bottom of the third inning. For Grayson County, it'll be Ella Gibson, Kayla Tubb, and Addie Bratcher to hit for Grayson. Lady Cougars have 1 hit in this game. It's by Davis. Ashlyn White in for inning number 3 of work. She's been very good through the first 2. The pitch is high for ball 1, and Gibson did a nice job watching that one go by. I know that I would have taken a cut at that. That was right there in my wheelhouse. I liked it high, a little bit of speed on it. The 1-0 coming to Gibson is fouled off behind the plate. That might have fouled off the catcher as well, and hopefully Tabor is okay. That never feels good. I know last year our color analyst for the season was Briley Napier, and he talked a lot about the beats and bruises that catchers get all year. You got to be a special kind of tough to be a catcher. The 1-1 is a called strike on the inside corner. I was never so thankful than when I was born left-handed that I almost guaranteed was not going to have to catch. It's very, very, very rare you see a left-handed catcher, and that's why I'm very, very thankful for that I don't have to be behind the plate, wouldn't have to be behind the plate ever. Pitch goes high, that's that little slow eephus changeup that'll even up the count here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The break-even pitch coming from Ashlyn White to Ella Gibson is a swing and a miss, and Gibson goes down on strikes.
Now batting for Grayson County, the center fielder, number 22, Kayla Tubb.
Kayla Tubb now will step into the batter's box for the first time this season. Tubb had 2 runs batted in and scored 5 runs on the base paths last season. As here comes the pitch, showing bunt right in front of the plate, and ends up hitting her bat. The throw down to first, and she's safe. And hopefully Tubb's okay. She kind of tripped over the base, and appears that she is okay. She was hustling down, and that bunt, what happened is it bounced in front of the plate, and her bat kept the catcher from going to get it. So it was nothing intentional, but the bunt base hit puts a runner on base for Grayson County. They'll go to the top of the order now to Addie Bratcher. Lady Cougars trying to come back from a 6-0 deficit outside for ball 1. You do have 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here comes the 1-0. Cold strike. Very aggressive secondary lead by Tubb down at first base, and staring down the catcher, Tabor, to see if she couldn't make a decision on which way to throw. And Tabor, the veteran senior catcher, just kind of stared Tubb back. The 1-1. Off and running is Tubb, and it's fouled off behind the plate. Not sure if that was a designated hit and run or not, but Tubb's going to have to drop back to first base. The 1-2 to Bratcher is again fouled off, this time to the right side and out of play. Bratcher staying alive in this at bat as she's behind at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tubb has been running the past couple of attempts. Here comes the 1-2. One more time, it's that little eephus, and it's popped straight up in the infield. Pitcher White's grabbed it, Tubb was off and running, and that's going to be a double play, and that is going to be the inning. Through 3 full, it's Breck 6, Grayson 0. This is Lady Cougar Softball on K105. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Breckinridge County leads 4-0 as it'll be Chloe Peterson, Morgan Tabor, Hannah Carter to hit here for the Lady Tigers as it is the top of the 4th inning.
Leading off for Breckinridge County in the top of the 4th inning, number 8, Peterson.
It'll be Peterson to lead off. Again, Lady Tigers on top 6-0. Josie Sims remains into the game and as pitcher outside for ball one. Close the book on Mallory Lindsay, the starting pitcher. She went 2+ innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned. Peterson is 0 for 2 in the contest here tonight. She grounds one to the third baseman, and it's off the glove of Addie Bradsher, and that's going to be reaching inside is Peterson on the error.
Now batting number 28, Tabor.
It'll be Morgan Tabor now to hit. She's 2 for 2 in this game. She's doubled and homered, both to left field. Breckinridge County leads 6-0. Line in the pitch from Sims is low for a cold strike. Just gets the bottom of the zone. The pitch is high and outside for ball one. That'll even up the count here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Lady Cougars trying to get out of an inning without giving up any runs against Breckinridge County. The pitch, called strike right down Broadway. And ahead in the count is Josie Sims at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sims spins the ball in her right hand, winds and fires. That's that little eephus. It's going to go into left field just over the outstretched glove of Shelby Davis. And Breckinridge County has the first 2 batters on with nobody out.
Now batting number 3.
Tabor now is a triple away from the cycle. It'll be Hannah Carter now. She's 2 for 2 in this game. She singled and homered. So she finally had a hit that was not a home run. Pitch bounces in, gets past the catcher, Franklin. It's going to go all the way to the backstop. And that'll advance the runners to second and third. Hannah Carter digs into the batter's box. It's outside, and Sims has fallen behind in the count here at 2 balls and no strikes. They're not making hard contact against her. As reaching base in this inning, 1 on an error and 1 on a little blooper that just went off the outstretched glove of Davis. Little eephus pitch inside is misses. Set our home plate umpire and didn't miss by much. Falling behind in the count here, 3 balls and no strikes. That was probably one of those pitches that Sims said, "Oh, come on, help me out, Blue. Help me out." There's a cold strike in a very similar position. They do have first base open on the 3-1 pitch. I'm sure with nobody out there, that's the last thing you want. Here comes the 3-1 from Sims. It's high, ball 4. And the bases are loaded with nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning for Breckinridge County.
Now batting number 5, Dennis.
It'll be Olivia Dennis in to hit now. She is 2 of 2 with 2 base hits, 1 to the left side and 1 up the middle. Pitch from Sims. Ball on the inside corner as the bases are loaded here. Breckinridge County has already scored 6 runs. They have a pair of home runs in this game as well. Pitch high and outside for ball 2. And right now, Breckinridge County, what they're doing every single time is that they're running the runner on second, Tabor. She's running almost to third base before every play, daring Hannah Franklin to try and throw down, and there's a cold strike there, and Franklin obviously doesn't want to do that. With speed on third, be an easy run for the Lady Tigers. The 2-1 coming here with the bases loaded is ripped up the middle, That is going to plate at least one run. Here comes the second. They're going to, no. Last second, they hold up Tabor. It's the hotline drive right up the middle. Plate's only one, but it is 7-0 Breckinridge County.
At bat, number 2, Flood.
It'll be Darian Flood in to hit now for Breckinridge County. There's a cold strike on the inside corner. Got the bases loaded here for Breckinridge County. They've already are up a touchdown here at 7-0. Pitch is that little ephus that just misses on the inside corner. And again, I will say that. I'll say it once, I'll say it 100 times. I'd be swinging that every time. I give hitters on both sides all the credit in the world for holding off. The 1-1 is a slow dribbler to Bratcher at third. She'll come home for the easy out. That's one. And that's the first out of the inning. Smart play by Bratcher to get the for sure out at home and to keep the game at 7-0. Robbie Hadley Bowman.
Number 30, Bowman.
Bowman has walked and doubled in this game. That pitch is fouled off behind the plate. Sims trying to work some magic to get out of this jam as the bases are loaded with only one out. Bounces in. Franklin does a nice job just keeping that one close. It's called ball one. The 1-1 is into right field for a base hit. That'll plate at least 2 runs. They're going to place the runner over to third, Flood. And advancing backside to second is Bowman, and Breckinridge County leads 9-0.
Now batting, number 6, White.
The pitch just misses high to Ashlyn White, the pitcher. White tonight's game has an infield single and a single into left. The pitch ripped foul down the third base line, and there was some velocity on that. The 1-1 coming from Josie Sims, the pitcher for Grayson County, is a ground ball in between the third baseman Bratcher and the shortstop Davis, and it is 10-0 Breckinridge County on the base hit by Ashlyn White. Got a courtesy runner.
Now batting, number 11, Atkinson.
Mitchum will come back in to run at first base for the pitcher. And it'll be Raylan Atkinson. She has reached on a fielder's choice and popped out to the third baseman Bratcher. She shows bunt, pulls back. There's a cold strike, and easily taking second base is Mitchum. Yeah, now 2 runners in scoring position. Pitch is a ground ball foul down the third base line. Dustin White reaches out to grab that ball with his hand, and that's going to sting a little bit. Here comes the 0-2. Josie Sims trying to put away the 9-hole hitter Radkisson. And it is a hit into left field. Chaffins grabs it for the second out of the inning, and the runner will not test her in left field. It was a good throw in by Chaffins as well. Chaffins playing a good left field out there tonight.
12, Henderson.
Skylar Henderson. Now step in. She's 0 for 3 tonight. Reached on a fielder's choice, popped out in foul territory, and grounded out in this game. 2 down here in the top half of the 4th inning. Pitch by Sims is a slow ground ball to Davis at short. She'll throw across the diamond, and that is the inning. Breckinridge County does add more to their lead as they score 4 runs on 4 hits and an error. And through 3.5, it's 10-0. Lady Tigers on top of Grayson County. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Grayson County trails Breckinridge County 10-0 here from the Lady Cougar softball complex. It'll be 2-3-4 in the order for Grayson County. Shelby Davis will lead off. Davis in her first at bat doubled down the left field line. Davis, one of the more powerful bats in this order for Grayson County. First pitch is a cold strike on the inside corner. Comes the 0-1 to Davis. Is hit back up the middle, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Davis put that one right back up where she threw it. And Grayson County's got a runner on first base with nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
First baseman, number 36, Audrey Killian.
It'll be Audrey Killian now to hit for Grayson County. She grounded out to the pitcher in her first at bat. Swing and a miss. The first one there to Killian. Audrey Killian, the 0-1 coming from White, is a fly ball hit into center field. The center fielder Peterson is under, and that is out number 1. Made good contact, just hit it right at the center fielder Peterson. It'll now be Hannah Franklin to hit for Grayson County. Franklin 0 for 1, struck out swinging in her first at bat.
Hannah Franklin.
Ashlyn White been very pitch efficient in this game as there's a pitch in the dirt. Bounces away from the catcher Tabor, but not enough for Davis to try and test the senior. White in this game, it's only pitch number 35, 77% for a strike. 9, 10, 11, and now 5 in this inning as far as pitch counts per inning. The 1-0, high. Franklin did a nice job just watching that one go past. Here comes the 2-0. High, and jumping up to grab that one was Tabor. A really nice play by the catcher. Morgan Tabor behind the plate. If she to jump all the way up and grab that one, it's a tough play to make if you're a catcher. Franklin 3-0 now. Does Penny Reese give her the green light? She does not, and there's a called strike. This is what you call a good old hitter's count here. 3 balls and 1 strike. You know you're going to get something to hit if you're Hannah Franklin. Davis is the runner at first base. Bottom of the 4th inning, Grayson County trails 10-0 inside, and there's a walk for Hannah Franklin. Will we have a courtesy runner in for Grayson County? It appears that we will, since Franklin is the catcher. And it looks like the courtesy runner is going to be Cockrell.
Courtesy runner for Grayson County, number 23, Lillian Cockrell. Now batting for Grayson.
Lillian Cockrell is the junior.
Number 15, Maddie Schultz.
Grayson County's got runners on first and second. One out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. They trail 10-0. Maddie Schultz is now in to hit. She lays a bunt down, and it is foul. Just had a little bit too much spin on it as it went down to the left side. Ashlyn White trying to keep the goose egg on the scoreboard from the Lady Cougar offense. Line of the pitch, fouled off behind the plates, and White is ahead in the count here at 0-2 against Maddie Schultz. Schultz in her first at bat popped out to the second baseman. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Maddie Schultz. There's the second out of the inning here, and it'll be Madeline Henning now in to hit for Grayson County. Henning lined out to the pitcher in her only at-bats. Henning fouls the first pitch off. Just got that one on the knob of the bat. Sends it off behind the plate. Lady Cougars have runners at first and second. Davis, the runner, at second. Cockrell is the courtesy runner at first base in place of Hannah Franklin, who drew the walk. The pitch is low, bounces. Tabor immediately, she didn't even look back to the runner. She just got that one and fired it right back at the pitcher, White. And it was kind of like, I dare you to try and run on me. Tabor is signed to play college softball at center. That pitch misses for ball two. Henning now in the hitter's count at 2-1 as they attempted a pickoff move down on Davis, but she is in ahead of the tag. White looks back. The wind in the pitch. Called. Strike on the inside corner, and that'll even up the count here at 2-2. The break even coming here with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth inning. The wind in the pitch is a ground ball in the hole, and the throw across the diamond is not in time. Bang, bang play at first, and an infield base hit has loaded the bases for Grayson County.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 32, Cassidy Chaffins.
Cassidy Chaffins now in to hit for Grayson County. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. Chaffins struck out swinging in her last at bat. Ashlyn White trying to work out of a bases loaded jam. First time really that the Lady Cougars have threatened tonight. She takes a little bit off of that one, and swinging over top of it was Chaffins. The 0-1 is a fly ball hit into shallow behind second, and that's the inning. It's going over to grab that one was Dupin to end the threat for Grayson County. Through 3 full, it's Breck 10, Grayson 0. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. We head to the top of the fifth inning. Mallory Lindsay re-enters the game at pitcher, replacing Josie Sims. Sims line 2 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks.
Leading off for Breckinridge County in the top of the fifth inning, number 8, Peterson.
It'll be Chloe Peterson to lead off for Breckinridge County. First pitch grounded right back to Lindsay, and she'll throw in a first. 1 pitch, 1 out. It'll be Morgan Tabor. She's 3 of 3. She's a triple away from the cycle.
Now batting number 28, Tabor.
Tabor homered in her first at bat, doubled in her second, and singled just over the head of the shortstop Davis in her last at bat. The pitch bounces in. Franklin does a nice job grabbing that off the bounce, the catcher. Pitch called, strike at the knees. There's a pitch that missed low, falling behind in the count here. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tabor flies one. Straight away left field. Chafin's under, and that is the second out of the inning. Chafin's playing a very good left field out there. She's been active. She's made all the plays she needed to as Tabor sent that one on a ride as well. It'll be Hannah Carter now in to hit for Breckinridge County. She's walked, singled, and homered in this game. Pitch is a fly ball, deep left field. Chafin's back to the track, and she makes a diving catch. What a play by Cassidy Chafin's, right on cue. Ends the frame for Breckinridge County. We are now through 4 1/2. The Lady Cougars going to need a run to extend the game. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. The Lady Cougars need a run to extend this game. It'll be Ella Gibson, Kayla Tubb, and Addie Bratcher. As we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, Breckinridge County leads 10-0. Mallory Lindsay with far and away her best inning of the game last time out. Gibson struck out swinging in her first at bat of this game.
Leading off for Grayson County in the bottom of the 5th inning, the right fielder, number 24, Ella Gibson.
As Gibson stands in again, the Lady Cougars need a run. If not, the game will end. Pitch, swing and a miss. Gibson swings over the top of that one. It's a good cut there by Gibson. The 0-1. Inside, misses, and Gibson did a nice job watching that one go. You know, you want to wait for your pitch, especially when you're trying to extend a game. The 1-1 is high and outside for ball 2. Grayson County has trailed this one the distance. 2 home runs the first inning by Breckinridge County. They scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third, and 4 in the fourth. They have 10 runs on 13 hits. Grayson County has no runs on 4 hits and 2 errors. The 2-1 is fouled off towards the Breckinridge County dugout down the first base line. Now to move our count here to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. High and good eye there by Gibson to extend this at bat. The count moves full. You know, if you get a good pitch here to, you know, if it's a ball, get on base. You're an important run. You extend this game. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Gibson goes down on strike. She went to the fastball and sent it right by her. 1 down here in the inning, and it'll be Kayla Tubb. She had a bunt single in her first at bat.
The center fielder, number 22, Kayla Tubb.
Here comes the pitch from White. It is a fly ball, center field. Center fielder Peterson is under, and the Lady Cougars are down to their final outs. Tubb made really nice contact, and if this game will be extended, it'll be up to the bat of Addie Bratcher.
Now batting for Grayson County, the third baseman, number 7, Addie Bratcher.
She's popped out in foul territory to the third baseman and popped out to the pitcher in this game. Bratcher trying to extend this one. The pitch inside for ball 1. Looking in for the sign and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll move the count here to 1 ball and 1 strike. And Grayson County needs a run to make this game go further. If not, the contest will be over. The wind of the pitch from 1-1 is popped off to the left side, out of play. And the Lady Cougars are down to their final strike now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got to give Breckinridge County's defense credit. The third baseman, shortstop, and the left fielder all went running after that ball. None of them were going to be able to get to it. Here comes the 1-2 with 2 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. Grayson County trails 10-0. The wind in the pitch. Good eye by Bratcher as that one bounces in there. They'll even up the count here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bratcher trying to keep the game moving. The break even coming from Ashlyn White. It'll be pitch number 61 in this game, and it's fouled off. Bratcher lives to fight another day. The break even coming for the second time from Ashlyn White to Addie Bratcher is a ground ball to the shortstop, Atkinson. She throws across the diamond, and that's the ball game. Breckinridge County wins this one tonight by a final score of 10-0. They pick up their first win of the season. Grayson County has fallen now to 0-1 on the year. The Lady Cougars will be back in action coming up tomorrow as they will make the trip to Hancock County. It'll be a 6 o'clock start time before returning home on Thursday against Owensboro, 5:30 here at the Grayson County Soccer Complex. Or the softball, well, I guess soccer too, as soccer's just right next door, so I really wasn't that far off. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work tonight. Your camera operator was Alex Cook, and your director was Cole Snyder. So on a night where the Lady Cougars fall by a final score of 10-0, this is Sam Gormley saying so long, everyone.